I want to talk a little bit about listening to the voice of the Holy Spirit and obeying that still small voice of God. I was online doing some work the other day, checking some of the Christian Facebook pages that we post on as Know My Faith and that I'm a member of. And I came across a post from a ministry who had obviously paid to boost the post. And it had come up in the feeds of some non-Christian people who weren't shy about mentioning the fact that they didn't believe in God and were quite dismissive of Christianity. One of the comments was, if there is a God, does it matter which one? Because they're all the same. Now, my normal response from this, and if you've watched some of our other inspirational videos, you'll find one from Sharon talking about the same thing from Ben Gurion Airport, and it's talking about getting on the wrong plane. So I looked up the guy's profile, bit of an internet troll, sorry, and found he was in Wellington. So I was going to say, imagine that you're flying to Christchurch, but the plane you get on is going to Auckland. And I felt the still small voice of God saying, don't use Christchurch, use Nelson. So I wrote to him, I said, imagine you're flying to Nelson, but the plane you get on is actually going to New Plymouth. Does it make a difference? And he came back and he said, I'm actually flying to Nelson in a month's time for a wedding. Listening to the still small voice of the Holy Spirit, Nelson made an awful lot more difference than what Christchurch would have made. Listen to what God is saying. Now, I didn't push the guy with that. I didn't follow it up with a lot of stuff. What I followed it up with was prayer, and I will continue to pray for the guy. I've actually forgotten his name at the moment, so I've got to go back through my posts and find where it is. I think it was Michael, but I will continue to pray for him. Listen to that still small voice of God, obey what he tells you to do, and then stand back and be amazed at the results.